Hello everyone and welcome back to the World Cup of Wrestling. This one is back in Group F. We have got Bret the Hitman Hart going up against Don Muraco. Now, I believe Bret is already qualified no matter what happens here, and Don is already out. I mean, the only way that Don could survive is if he defeats Bret Hart here, and Dijakovic versus Karl Gotch later on ends up in a double countout. That would work, but to be honest, that's really not going to happen, is it? So, yeah, I feel like, yeah, what I said, really. Bret is going to finish top, Muraco's going to finish bottom, and then it's down to Dominik Dijakovic and Karl Gotch later on to decide who's going to finish second and third. But you never know, and it's also a great chance here for Bret to pick up some more points. Of course, he is currently 4th in our overall SWE rankings on a plus 17. The two-time former SWE champion. What do I need to do? I'm just trying to... I've lost track of my tournament winners, haven't I? I was supposed to be keeping that tab up to date, and I think I've messed that up, haven't I, really? But yeah, Bret Hart was the first ever two-time SWE champion. Jeff Cobb has since then also become a two-time champion. Remember, the winner of the World Cup will receive a shot at the SWE Championship on Christmas Day. I've just made that up, but that's going to happen. Let me put that down. Seasons beatings. SWE Championship. Which is Ric Flair, isn't it, at the moment? Ric Flair versus World Cup winner. There we go. That is now in the books. So the winner of the World Cup will face Ric Flair on Christmas Day for the SWE Championship. Oh, Christmas Day is on a Sunday this year, is it? Okay. That's handy. It's mad, because a lot of you that watch the channel a lot will know that I started a new job about 2 months or so ago. And it looks like I may actually have to work over Christmas. Not Christmas Day or Boxing Day, but the few days in between that I normally have off. Which is not ideal, but it's not the end of the world, I suppose. As Bret trips over Don Muraco. There's the pin now by Bret in for the 2 count. So yeah, we've got some interesting matches coming up for the next few days. Of course, we've got 3 more days left, including today, of the group stages. Then we go into the knockouts. We already have some matches lined up for the knockout stages. Malachi Black versus Kurt Angle. Mansoor versus Buddy Matthews. Mark Andrews versus The Sultan. Andre the Giant versus Ray Phoenix. Probably going to be Bret Hart versus Ludwig Kaiser. And then the winner of our match later on will face off against Okada. So that's the winner of Dijakovic and Karl Gotch. And then it will be the winner of Group G versus second place in Group H, and the winner of Group H versus second place in Group G. So we've got some really interesting matches coming up, but of course after this it is knockouts then. It's 1 match, that's it. You can't fall back on a loss like some people have done already in the past here. As Muraco just slamming the head of Bret into the mat. Bret now looking to take Don Muraco up. In with that pile driver. And there's the pin now. Will this be enough for the 1, 2? No, it's still not enough. Don Muraco kicks out. See, this is a big one. Like I said, Bret's probably going to finish... Well, Bret will finish top of the group unless something mad happens. But if he was to get a win... if Don Muraco was to get a win here, which seems very unlikely at this point in time, as Don's locked in to the sharpshooter, then of course that wouldn't really help Don at all. He's still going to be out. But it would give Don, I suppose, a little bit of a consolation. As Muraco now looking for that tombstone, but Bret rolls it across. Boom! In with the tombstone pile driver. And now Bret once again rolls over into that sharpshooter for the second time in the match. Will that be enough? No, it's not. Once again, Muraco survives. And there's the pin though. Bret the Hitman Hart does get the win. Moves up to 3 points as expected. Finishes top of the group. We'll go into the knockout stages then to face off against Ludwig Kaiser, who finished runner-up in Group E. Bret the Hitman Hart in the singles rankings. No, that's the tag team rankings. Singles rankings, there we go. Bret gets another victory, which moves him up to a plus 18 overall now, equal with Jeff Cobb. Bret's had more matches, though. Bret has had 42 matches. I never really looked at this before, but who's that? Malachi Black's had 51 matches. I think he might be the most, you know. Let me have a quick look. He is. Malachi Black has had the most matches in SWE. 51. Kenny Omega on 45. Bret Hart on 42. The Undertaker on 42. Bryan Danielson 39. CM Punk 38. Walter 37. That's interesting. I quite like that little stat, to be honest. But there we go. Oh, wait. Right, let me stop getting distracted. Right. What am I doing? Don Muraco. Don Muraco, not Morocco. Don Muraco. There he is. Loses the match, which puts him down to a -5 overall in our SWE Universe mode. Of course, that is from the beginning of 2021. Right, I'm going to love you and leave you then. That is all of this one. I hope you've enjoyed. Of course, if you have, like and subscribe with the good stuff. And I'll see you again a little bit later on today as we have the final match from Group F, which will be Dominik Dijakovic representing Croatia, taking on Karl Gotch, who's representing Belgium. Good night.